Zebi Lyon is a resident close to the Chinese housing project in Beausejour, St. George, for approximately 5 years now. He says he's fed up of living close to unsanitary conditions created by the people living on site at the Chinese low-income project. He says since 2018, when construction on the structures began, he was forced to put up with the stench emanating from the Chinese residents' sewer, rodents infestation from the area where household waste is dumped, and mosquitoes from a large hole with stagnant water. All these he showed the GBN crew in close proximity to his house. He says this is too much for one human to have to tolerate.
They have a drain where they gather some water, and it is a whole long drain, probably about 30 to 40 feet or could have longer, and it is breeding frogs and all type of different mosquitoes and all type of thing, wherein it's really, really uncomfortable and dangerous to live in. When the breeze blows, that is what you're inhaling. Also have garbage with a big holes and throwing in, and it is exposed and creating a lot of rats.
Zebi says he spoke to whom he believed was the person in charge on site at the Chinese project. However, the individual told him to talk to his government. He proceeded with his concern to the Ministry of Health, Environmental Division on more than one occasion, he says. However, to date, he said nothing has been done to put a stop to it.
There are a couple of reports and they had ignored me. That they have opened and made complaint on the holes that they're digging. We have very important that the people should know what type of way these people living among us. And it's like our government doing nothing about it. And any problem or anything they create and you tell them that is wrong, they will tell you talk to our government.
During Tuesday's post-cabinet brief, both Minister of Health Nicholas Steele and Permanent Secretary Dr. Francis Martin says they both have no knowledge of this situation.
I am not aware of this particular matter, but I'm glad that you raised it, Rena, so I am going to take a note of it and ask the Environmental Health Department to look into it as soon as I get away from this press conference.
Yeah, and Rena, let me go further to say that the fact that two of us don't know about it doesn't mean that residents may not have made a complaint to the Environmental Health Department. It simply says that no one has escalated it to our level to say that there is an unresolved issue. But as the PS said, and I will also follow up to inquire about it, since it has gotten to you, obviously someone out there feels that they have not received the attention or the remedy that they are deserving of.
While the Permanent Secretary says he will have the Environmental Department look into the situation, BN reached out to the Chief Environmental Officer in the Ministry of Health, Andrew Worm, who had this response.
I'm not familiar with those issues. They have not been reported to the Environmental Health Department per se. So I think the Ministry of Works speak with the Chief Technical Officer with regards to that.
The Ministry of Works for an environmental issue?
Well, they have not referred it. And as far as I know, the housing scheme at Beausejour is still under construction. Not occupied. So how that person has a problem?
Our news desk attempted to establish contact with Chief Technical Officer Ms. Naja Andel. However, this proved futile. Christelina John, GBN News.